Hey everyone, it's me, and today is Saturday, and I thought I would do just a quick video today giving you just a couple of updates. And I've had several people ask me about my Kiss nails and just different tips and stuff like that. So I have a list of things that I have found really help with wearing these nails, and I still love them. And I think in last night's video or yesterday's video, it was someone left a comment that they had, put them on and that they had gotten like a fungus under their nail or something like that. I have not had that happen at all. But first, I wanted to tell you my thoughts, give you kind of an update on this that I showed you yesterday, which is the Laneige Glowy Makeup Serum. I haven't worn this a whole day yet. I've just put it on for the first time and wearing it today, but I can say it goes on so nicely. It is not sticky, and I will put down below how my makeup wore over this, I guess it's supposed to be like a primer, makeup serum base. And but so far it just took one little stopper to do my whole face, and it did feel moisturizing but didn't leave a slicky feel at all. And I did feel like my makeup went on really nice over it. I actually used that Ilia serum foundation over it, and today I just used one little pump and I put it on with my hands, and it went on so smooth. If you are someone who really likes a serum foundation, who just wants a good solid medium coverage and really likes a natural look, like I feel like my skin looks very skin-like. It isn't my typical look where I like almost mannequin skin. It is just a very fresh skin look, and I love it. It's really nice. It's very easy. Today's makeup took me like 5 minutes. And then the next thing I tried is this. And I was like, how am I going to do this? Is this one of those ones that I want to put like under my foundation? But I decided to just do it like I felt like anyone would do it. And after I put on my foundation, I took my hand and I just put like the 3 dots here and the 3 dots here and then like a couple of dots, and I blended it in, and it was like a really strong contour. And it just wasn't the look that I wanted to go for today. I'm just kind of I'm going to do some plant shopping and just, maybe go to the grocery store today. I just wanted kind of like an easy breezy day. And so then I decided I took a little bit more and I just went over my whole cheek. So I don't have on any blush, I don't have on anything except for this on my cheeks. No blush, no other bronzer, no setting powder, nothing. So I do think it is really neat to give you that true sun-kissed look. This is not like a bronze tour or something just to give you some contour or shape to your face. I think it's a beautiful product to give you just that bronzy look, and I like it. Like I went ahead and used it kind of like a blush. I will say I think it might be my imagination, but I feel like it kind of broke up my foundation just a little bit. But it could be because I was just using one light little coat of that Ilia anyway. But so if you are someone who just wants especially if you're someone who doesn't wear makeup, that barely wears any foundation, you just want something to liven up your cheeks, I think you would love this. And the consistency is really cool. It blends out really nice. And for fragrance today, I had to give this a mention. I put this on and it is so pretty. It is one of the prettiest beach scents ever. It has that gardenia smell in it and just a little bit of the copper tone type smell. It's just so pretty. Oh, Bronze Goddess is what it is, Estee Lauder. I'm bad about that. I think in my head, I feel like every one of my videos is like a continuation, and I forget that some people haven't been here, but it's Bronze Goddess, and I love it. Love it. Then I had my sunglasses here because the other day I wore these and I just love these so much. They fit so well. They come in a bunch of different colors. You don't have to get blue. But when I went on the website to figure out which ones they were, they don't. They just have the number. But when I was looking on the website to figure out which ones these are, Ray-Ban has like a lot of their, if not all, but a lot of their sunglasses on sale. So I thought I would just mention that too. and then let's get on with the nail video. Okay, so the first thing, okay, let me say this right off the bat. Tiffany D's video that she did, just a full video of how to cut your nails, how to apply these, that is exactly how I do it. I get the pack out. I don't even have the pack out here. Hold on. Okay, so here they are. And I have always gotten, I think the first time I ever tried these, I got the medium. Whew, they were way too long for me. But I have short nail beds. I have little teeny baby, you know, little fingers and little nail beds. So that's something you might want to think about. I choose the real short, and that's what these are, and I don't file them down or anything. And I love, like right now I have OPI Funny Bunny on them, which is something else I'm going to go over. But I really do love the French tips. I love how they're just a faint French tip, and they're just beautiful. But just for something different, I've started painting them a little bit. So that is the ones that I get, and I pick them up at different places. I think the last ones I got, I ordered at Ulta. Okay, my first tip, and Tiffany says this, but I wanted to kind of go over some tips that I think are really, really important, and that is cutting your nails short. Even mine that I cut short, when I remove the nails, I will cut them again, even though they may be your, you know, idea of short. But the less amount of nail that you have, I find the better, especially when it comes to removing them. So the first thing I do is when I take them off, I cut my nails down short. If you are having trouble keeping them on, I did at first. This is so important. You have to put I use the glue that comes right in the kit, and you have to put the dot of the, like a good dot of the glue on the nail and on your nail, and the two together end up being enough. And then when you pick up that nail, you want to kind of, she says, like jam it down into your cuticle, and that sounds so bad, but it is true. You want to kind of push it like down into that cuticle, and then what I do is I push from the, I don't just go and push so it squeezes all out of the sides or anything. I go from the back and then push to the front. That way, if I have any excess glue, it comes out usually underneath my nail, and that way, for one thing, it doesn't show, and then another thing is it comes right off in the next couple of days. The excess will end up coming off of your finger and usually coming off of under there. So that's another tip too, is put it down, you know, towards your cuticle, and then push straight down. And I usually hold it like this just for a minute, and you'll feel when it catches. This is what I wanted to remind you of. I have done this probably 3 or 4 times now. One of my fingernails is actually a little bit slanted, and so I have to pay attention not to put it on crooked. So, and then I think another time I put on one of my thumbs kind of crooked. So when you are putting on the nail, it's easy to get so, you know, uptight about the glue, and are you putting it on straight, and is it going to stick? Make sure that you have it on straight, because I think it was this one that's kind of crooked. It was crooked that whole time. I just had to leave it that way, and I'm sure no one noticed, but just beware that that might happen. You know, just kind of make sure, you know, that you're putting it on straight. And I have a note on here that the tabs that come on these, when I used to not wear nails and I would see these, I would think, who would get those instead of the ones that don't have a tab? Because I thought, who wants to have to get that off and have to file the ends? They break off so easy. I've had them break off before I even could put the nail on, but they help so much. That little tab helps you get them in the right place, and then it comes off so easy that it's not even enough to really put the pressure on. It's just enough to get it in the right place, and then kind of take your hand and put it where it should go, and, you know, bear down from the back to the front so that the excess glue, you want to kind of get the bubble out, and you kind of want to spread that glue and then push it towards the front underneath your nail. And so that tab really helps a lot. It comes right off. I mean, easier than tearing paper. And then there's a file that comes in it, and you literally go like this, probably 3 or 4 times, and then it's right off. So don't let that kook you out like I used to. Okay, to remove them. That is what kind of, I don't know, if anything would have gotten me to not wear them again, that would have been it. But I made so many mistakes. Okay, when you go to remove them, unless you just plain want them off, don't just think to yourself, because I think what I was doing is, like, after a week, I was thinking, oh, it's time for these to come off, and I was trying to literally just take them off. I was soaking them in the, you know, acetane, like the little spongy thing that I have, and then I was having to, like, you know, get my nail clippers and actually clip them off because they were almost disintegrating or dissolving because of that acetone. And it was just a mess. It was getting gooey. It was just the worst experience. So what I have decided is the easiest thing, two things. One, if you decide you need to take them off, what you must do is cut them. Cut even, you know, your false nail. Cut it to as short as you can. Go ahead and cut it, each one. And just by cutting them, it kind of, I don't know if the pressure kind of makes them pop or let loose of the glue a little bit. But then after you do that, you can, I didn't even need to use, you know, a remover or anything. I could just, you know, kind of pick up the edge and they would pop right off. And I was like, oh my gosh. I thought back to that time I struggled with the remover and like taking them off and everything else, and I felt like an idiot. So that would be my tip if you just suddenly want to take them off. My best tip is wait. Just wear them until, what I usually do is I wear them, and I can wear them almost a good week and a half, almost 2 weeks, and what will happen is one will pop off. Like last time I was coming in the garage door and I went to just twist the little lock and my thumb came off. And I knew it had been kind of a long time. So I just took that off, and standing right there in the kitchen, I was able to just pull every single one of them off because it was time for them to come off. And it was just so easy. Threw them away, no big deal. After I take them off, usually there is some glue residue. The first time I took them off, there was just such a mess. And I was so worried that, you know, it was removing the top layer of my nail, that it was going to be just as bad as getting gel nails or anything else. It's not. So now what I do is I take them off and I immediately, you know, just wash my hands real good. And I have a cuticle oil, one that I just got, I think at Sally's. It's in one of those, or I could have gotten it at Ulta. It's in one of those little round bottles with a brush. The first thing I do is take cuticle oil and I kind of condition all of my cuticles, you know, right then. Then later that night or day, you know, I put hand lotion on and I really work the lotion in my nails. And as you wash your hands and do this, you will see that glue residue is starting to come off. And I always wait like one night before I put them on the next day. And I've even waited like a whole day. But I think it's good for your cuticles and your nails to take a break, breathe a little bit, get washed. And what I usually do too is before I get in the shower, I'll put on a cuticle remover. I'll push my cuticles back, and I've already conditioned them, so I'll push them back and I'll snip any of them that I need to. And then like when I'm watching TV, I'll put, you know, some type of, usually it's my whatever lip balm I'm using, I'll put it on my cuticles, and I really give my nails a good conditioning. And a lot of times when you're doing your cuticles, after you've conditioned them a couple times, you can even take the little pusher part of like a nail tool and just get any of that glue off. And I just wait, and my nails just look so healthy and pink and, you know, good before I put the next set on. Now make sure before you do put the next set on that you have washed your hands with like soap. I don't do any kind of alcohol or anything like that. Usually I put them on in the morning, and I just wash my hands real good, and I go upstairs, and I usually do it right at my computer desk. I'll put on a video or something and do my nails, and I just open the box, and I do like Tiffany says in her video, where I pick out you know, all 5 nails for each hand, and I usually lay them so that I can pick them up and put them on real easy. You know, I think if you do them that way, it's harder to pick them up. So I do them where they're out, you know, shaped like this, so that they're easy to pick up. And it's so easy. It's one of the best things ever. I feel like it's the best thing that came out of the quarantine time is finding these nails. Now, painting on them. At first, I didn't paint on them forever because I just love the way they look without it. But in the summer, I love like Funny Bunny. I love Cajun shrimp. I love, you know, strawberry margarita, bikini sotini. There's just some of those colors that I just love in the summertime. So I just went for it. And the first one I did, I think, was strawberry margarita. And I thought, you know, this is probably going to chip right off. I did not rough them up. I didn't alcohol them. I didn't do anything. I probably had just washed my hands. And because usually before I go upstairs, I end up doing something and I wash my hands. So I just painted right over it, and then I use just the Seche Vite or any top coat. Just mainly, the main reason I do that is 1, I want them to look shiny, and 2, I want to help, you know, seal it on and then help them dry fast. So that is what I have done, and I've done it with the strawberry margarita, I've done it with the OPI Cajun shrimp, and now I've done it with Funny Bunny, and they are not even, they're not even worn at the ends. It is really neat. So I think that is it. I think that is all of my tips. I hope that you will try them if you are interested, because they're really easy and they're fun and they're inexpensive, and I really can't say a negative word about them. It's not like they fly off everywhere. They're coming off all the time. Usually when one comes off, it's either A, it's because it's time for them to come off, or it may be this one nail, and that is because I use it to take out my Invisalign in the morning. And because I do that, sometimes it will lift on this side, and I might have to just take it off and glue it back on. I hope that helps you guys. I think that you will love them. And if you have any other questions, ask me below. Outfit of the day today, I'm not going to do like a whole extra video because it's just this little sundress that you guys saw in my Walmart video. It's long. It goes here. I will move. It goes all the way to the floor, and I've just got on my Havaianas because when you go plant shopping, you cannot have heels on because usually it's, you know, wet and yucky, and you just don't, you know, it's not good to do. I'm actually shopping for either a palm tree or a huge banana plant or something. You know, we had some shrubs that we had to take down after the hurricane, and so I'm kind of shopping for that. And I'm going to do some other things while I'm out today. And if you see the red chair back there and this chair gone, it's because I took this little speckly one, I took it upstairs, and I'm supposed to get my new sofa this weekend. I'm not counting on it because it's I haven't been called yet. The place that I got it sent me an email saying that someone was going to call me and deliver it on Sunday, but I haven't heard from them, so hopefully they'll be here. But we're giving away the blue sofa and that red chair and the coffee table, so they're coming to get it today. And so I'm hoping to get a new little vibe in there, and that is it. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I think today is Saturday, and it's when I'm going to post the Get Ready With Me, so hopefully I'll post this tomorrow. I hope you have a good rest of your weekend. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.